As you're well aware, several recent Gallup polls have indicated that globally between 70 to 85% of employees are disengaged around the world. And this is out of the 1 billion full-time workers around the world. What role do you think a lack of mentorship plays into this figure?
I hate those studies, by the way. I think they are doomsday-ish and negative, and I'm sure there were a billion people who didn't want to get out of bed today. But I think the study is accurate, and I understand why you're certainly bringing it up. I don't know anybody who hasn't had a successful run in life that hasn't been the recipient of great mentorship, formally, informally, consciously, unconsciously. And so I'll bet you if your listeners and viewers go back and think about the key transition figures in their life, they'll recognize, yeah, that person was a mentor. Even if I had not named them a mentor, had not asked them, hey, John, will you mentor me? Everyone has success as a result of someone who believed in them more at a point in their life than they believed in themselves. At every point in everyone's life, there are times when our spark dims, when it's snuffed out by a betrayal, a breach of trust, an unethical or opportunistic leader who took advantage of us and mowed over us. And it often was a mentor that came in and reignited that. So to answer your question, perhaps more than anyone, the mentor is the role that can help to build engagement. But let me debunk an often shared human resource adage. Leaders don't create engagement. Mentors don't create engagement. It's not true. What they can do is they can create the conditions where your employee, your team member, your mentee chooses a higher level of engagement because you've ignited a spark in them. You've given voice to them. You've validated specifically some unique genius in them. It's why the validator is my favorite of all the 13 roles. Done with the right intention and the right preparation and the right words, you can transform someone's confidence in them. I was the CMO of the Franklin Covey Company for about a decade, right? Large global public company. On paper, I was a peer to the CFO. You might even argue a fairly prototypical public company CFO, white dude in his 60s. Impeccable character, unimpeachable integrity, super competent. He and I had very little in common when it came to our technical skill sets. I was the CMO, he was the CFO, right? CPA. One day he walked past me and he stopped me and he said, Scott, you are a creative genius. And he walked onto his office. Like, this is the guy that's the opposite of me. I was the impetuous, loudmouth, always thinking up kooky plans and CMO. Hopefully I was more than that, but I mean, he was a mentor to me and still is this day in so many ways. He wouldn't call himself that. I haven't named him that. But my engagement level shot through the roof as an executive officer because the CFO thought I was a genius. And I wanted to keep that image of him with me. Do not underestimate the linkage between what a mentor and a leader can do to set the conditions whereby someone chooses a higher level and even sometimes a lower level of engagement based on the role that you're playing in their life. Because as a mentor and a leader, you can, through your actions, create the conditions where someone chooses a lower level of engagement. It's a powerful role.